Well, it's lovely this morning to have Nikki Mills with us, who is our connection with Revelation TV. Nikki, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining us this morning on our service. And just tell us a little bit, where are you speaking to us from?
So I'm currently in the Revelation TV control room, as you can see, is the lovely professional looking thing behind me. So yes, but thank you very much for having me on your service this morning.
No, smashing. Well, just to let folks know how we've come to know you, and we're talking to you this morning.
We knew you when you was about 10 years old. From when you've been at 10 years old, we've known you all that time since, obviously. When we came to Brentwood and to the parish of Bentley, and you and our youngest son were the same age, so that was nice. So there was a little group of you that were friends. And I believe that we did a bit of children's work sometimes. We were involved with you there, and a bit of youth work. So that was nice. And it's lovely to have followed your progress through the years. You've always had an interest in media. So we know that you did work for a local radio station, didn't you, for a short while? And then you went on to do various things, including dancing on ice as a runner, I believe. So that must have been fun. And then we came out to Spain, and then when we were back visiting, you came and saw us and said, guess what? I'm heading to Spain. So that was, when was that exactly, that you first came back?
I moved here, September,
Last September, yeah. And what have you been doing then in Spain?
Okay, so how I got to Spain is a bit of a testimony in itself, because so I was still living at home with my parents. I was 27, turned 28, and I had no plans to move out the house, let alone move country. This opportunity, my mum is Revelation TV's #1 fan. She watches it 24/7, and she saw an advert that they were advertising a vacancy for the channel, so anyone who would fit in with the skills, so editing, presenting, social media, that kind of thing. And my mum sent me the video, and I was like, Mum, don't be silly, it's in Spain, I'm not going to apply to a job that's in Spain. Like, I didn't want to move out the house, like I say. And then I just felt God say to me, just apply and see what happens. I was like, okay, at the end of the day, at any point, I can always say, no, I'm going to back out of this. So I made a little application video, sent it to them. And a couple of days later, I got an email saying we'd have to have a chat with you. So I went and had a chat with Leslie, who's one of the managers. At the end of the conversation, she says to me, I want to fly you out to Spain, all expenses paid, to just come and spend a week at Revelation TV just to see what we do. And I was like, well, I'm not saying no to that. So they flew me out to Spain. And while I was here on the job trial, absolutely loved every aspect of being at Revelation TV and realised, yes, I do want this job. And yeah, a few weeks after that, got told that I got the job. So I've been here, as I say, since September, and we're such a small team here at Revelation TV that everyone does it with everything. So I do a lot behind the scenes, but this is my dream job, because I've always wanted to present on TV. As you mentioned, I've done radio, but TV was always in my heart, and God has given me the desires of my heart. I've done pre-records, I've done live TV, I've done Facebook, like I've done so much while I'm here, and I just feel so blessed that God brought me here, and it was his plan, wasn't my plan, but I just surrendered to him, and here I am.
That's brilliant. And so Revelation TV is an English channel, and yet they are in Spain. Can you explain a little bit why?
Yes, I think we do have a studio in London, but our main base is in Spain. As you say, it is a British channel. I think the idea is that here in Spain, we can say a lot more as a Christian channel, rather than in the UK. I think there'd be more restrictions. We wouldn't be as open as we can be while we're here in Spain.
Excellent.
Smashing. And it's been a journey, and it's been very much the fulfillment of your dreams, but we know that travelling with God is not always a straightforward path, and there are often 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. And whilst in the midst of enjoying yourself, you've just had some news which isn't quite so pleasing. Tell us a bit about what's the next stage.
Yes, so of course, at the moment the world has been in lockdown because of the coronavirus, and it's really affected the economy and finances all over the world, and because Revelation TV is a charity, we rely a lot on viewers' donations and ministries giving us donations, and a few weeks ago I received a letter saying that because of their financial constraints I've been, and it was a massive shock, because I thought this was God's calling my life. I thought I was here for like the long haul. I thought this was it. I've made it. And then I get this news. So I was devastated at first. When I first got told, I was just saying to the Lord, I don't understand. That's all I could say. But I spent the next day literally just watching preachers on making decisions with God and the will of God, and helping like get my head around it all. And I feel much positive about it now. I've always lived my life on Jeremiah 29:11, that says, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans of hope and a future. And I kind of gave up my plans the moment I moved to Spain, because like I say, this was never in my life plan, but here I am. So I am trusting God 100% that whatever is next is his plan, and that it can only get bigger and better. I've learned so much moving to Spain, not only in my career, but getting my independence. And yeah, although it's daunting because I'm not really sure where I'm going next, if I'm going back to the UK or staying here in Spain, but yeah, I'm just trusting in God and following his path. So let's see what happens.
Well, Nikki, thank you for that. Thanks for being so candid as well. It's not, it can't be the easiest place to be in, or the easiest season of your life, but we rejoice in your positivity, and we take a lot from the way that you're trusting God. So from this, we will certainly be praying for Revelation TV as a resource for the Christian world generally, but also we'd like to pray for you, Nikki, as well, that your future will be made clear to you, that doors will open that God intends for you to open, and the path will make itself obvious. So Nikki, God bless you. Thank you for this morning. Thank you for your time, taking time out, and for your testimony of faith. It's going to make a real impression, I think, on our people, and a boost to our own faith too, for someone so young. So God bless you, Nikki. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to say hi to your mum and dad when you see them next.
Yes, I will do. Thank you guys for inviting me to share my testimony today.
Thank you. Take